there is this saying that the head of a mouse is better than the tail of an elephant. If the federal civil service is doing things right, it will have a trickle-down effect to the state, service. Because in most instances, there is this interstate, there is this kind of establishment council where both the federal and then the state, they share, a number of, best practices. But the point is that the moment the leader, which in this case we look at the federal civil service, is weak, then a lot of things also begin to happen at the federal level. Now, let me say one thing. In the service today, there is a lot of ambiguity. And in this particular minor case, that ambiguity is playing itself out. Somebody is saying, no, it's the head of service. Somebody is saying, no, it's the federal civil service. Somebody is saying, no, it's the PAMSEC, and so on and so forth. So, for me, coming from the service, my experience tells me that if you see people passing the buck, it's simply because of the first point I raised, where you give me responsibility, but I don't have authority. And so this idea of I'm directed, we have to break that I'm directed chain. Yes, it's good to be directed, but you should be directed and still be given that responsibility to be accountable also. So that when you are given that responsibility and you take action, you should be held accountable for your actions. But in these particular instances, like I said, I'm given a schedule, but it's another person who will call the shot with respect to my schedule.